It's all well and good until you go to put on normal people clothes and you realize you cannot fit in them. They're so big. And I can't even buy new clothes because this body will probably not last too much longer after the show.
Double check mark. Yay!
Good morning, guys. So it is Saturday. I'm 3 weeks out from the competition. And I woke up, did my fasted weigh-in. I hit a new low. It's like life is good. I just feel like my weight has just been progressively dropping, which is what we want, right? Progress is really in a good spot right now. Last night we went out for drinks and I took my water flavoring. I ordered club soda and lime, and then where is it? And then I put a little spritz of some water flavoring in it, because it's not about the drinks, it's about the company. And then we had people over for supper here, so that I was in full control of the food that was being served. Now I'm just sipping on some water because that's the first thing that I drink in the morning, and I did put some electrolytes in it. So this morning we have the orange salt flavor, and this is the Element brand. I will say this whole thing has 1,000 milligrams of sodium in it, 2 potassium, magnesium. Those are essential electrolytes that we need. Anyway, I don't use the whole thing. I just sprinkle a little bit in. Hank and I are gonna go for a walk to get that morning light on our face that we like to do every day. And then I have some clients that I train in person in their home. And on Saturdays, I bring Hank so that the dogs can have a little bit of a play date while my clients work out. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have a high carb day. So I'm really excited about that. I get 200 grams of carbs today. So I'll probably film some of those meals because it's more exciting than me eating and filming like the same meals that I eat every day that are kind of boring. Really looking forward to this high carb day because I am hungry, but that's all par for the course, right? Hunger is a good thing when you are cutting in a fat loss phase. That's what you want. It shows that your body's doing its thing, it's working for you. But anyway, I'll film some of those. And I will say, when I make comments about like being low calorie, it's yes, because I am cutting, I'm in a calorie deficit, that's the whole point. But I'm also not a very big person, right? I'm only 5'1" and like 114 pounds as of this morning. The smaller you are, the less calories that your body needs generally. Obviously there's outliers out there, but anyway, I just thought I would make that disclaimer. And also too, competition prep, it is an extreme, right? So as soon as I'm done this show, I'm gonna put on weight. I'm gonna have to eat more food because what I'm doing right now, not sustainable what I'm doing right now. So that's why I'm just enjoying these next 3 weeks, knowing that I'm going to come out of this, my body's gonna change. But that's okay because that's what it's about. But anyway, Hank and I, we're gonna go for a walk and then we're gonna start our day.
Look, Magnet, I can't play.
I just got back from training my clients and I've just been making Hank's dog food because he had his last serving today. So anyway, I have that cooking up here. Ground beef, beef liver, eggs, pumpkin, sardines, banana, probably missing something. Oh, I season it with, I've done my research, turmeric and pepper because that helps with the turmeric. But anyway, I'm going to start off my high carb day with some coffee creamer in my coffee. This has 4 carbs per 1 tablespoon, so I have not been using it because that's a lot of carbs. That's where we're at. That's where we're at in my journey right now. But anyway, so I'm really looking forward to enjoying some of this in my coffee. But then another thing that I've added to my morning routine with my greens is because something that I've noticed in the past couple of weeks, when calories get low and your body doesn't have as much fuel to recover from the training, is my joints have been hurting, specifically my knees, and probably partially due to this weather. And I've always had like bad knees back from my dancing days. But anyway, I'm adding in some turmeric capsules. This helps with like inflammation and like joint recovery. And then also some glucosamine. My joints are aching because my body is hurting. I have a lot of like Epsom salts baths as well too, because that does help. But anyway, so it's also leg day today. I was very aware when I planned my high carb day to plan it on a leg day when I need a little extra fuel. So I'm looking forward to not feeling like a complete zombie in my workout today. So it'll be good. Probably have some couple extra rice cakes before I go to the gym, but that's what we're doing today. So I just got home, I went to the gym, and then I went to the grocery store, but I will say during that workout when I was training legs, I felt super like scrawny, skinny, flat, because my muscles have no glycogen, which is normally when you're not dieting, they're full of like all the good things. But anyway, I was proud of myself and the strength that I've been able to keep up despite, you know, being in a cut. That's what's going to retain the muscle. So that's what I keep telling myself. You got to keep pushing. Volume is quite a bit lower, so that also helps with recovery and all of that. But then I did stop at the grocery store because I think that I am going to have a burger tonight. So I picked up the fixings. You know, you can't have a burger with tomato, lettuce, onion, and I did get a donut too, an apple fritter, which is like Safeway special. And I had a little piece of it on the way home because after that leg day, I was starving, like I need something. So I had a little bite of it and it wasn't as good as I remember, which was a little disappointing. I don't know if it's like my diet palate, which it probably is because I've been eating so bland. I might heat it up and just have like half of it because I don't think it's worth eating the whole thing, even though I do have more carbs to play with today. I'm gonna go home, or I am home now, but I'm gonna have my post-workout meal. I think I'm gonna do what I normally do, which is chicken, and instead of doing rice, because like I'm so over rice, I've been having rice cakes. So chicken, rice cakes, and some berries will hit the spot, and then probably half of this donut, because post-workout is the perfect time for, you know, more sugary things if you're gonna have them, when your body is depleted and your glycogen is depleted, to just refuel it up. You want like quick digesting carbs like rice cakes, a donut. Anyway, I digress. Had some new berries that I got at the grocery store, and something that I do, this is a little pro tip if you don't do, but because berries especially are part of like the dirty dozen when it comes with like fruit that has like pesticides and shit on them, but I used to just like clean my fruit with water, which if you think about that, water doesn't clean. So anyway, I just soak it for like 10 minutes in a bowl with some baking soda. This will actually get the pesticides, not everything off of them, but a lot of the shit that's on them off of it. So, little pro tip. Also, I wanted to mention one other thing that I do that helps me to be successful with my nutrition, whether that's like I'm in prep or not in prep, is I always have meat cooked in the fridge. Just makes putting the meal together so much easier, and you don't have to worry about food prep, you know, putting like the whole meal together. But if you just have protein prepared, it makes it so much easier, especially like at the time. I don't know about you, especially right now, like I am starving, and when I want to eat, I want to eat now. So all I have to do is just heat up the chicken that I have. It's already cooked. And I always keep like chicken, turkey, beef, meat that has different macronutrients, just to give me some options, and then it makes meal times super simple. I'm just having half of the apple fritter because that's all I need. Just a little bit. It just needed to be heated up. It's so good. He's eyeing it up. I'm so happy. I will say this prep, I am like 0% food focused, which when I think back to the last preps that I've done, you know, 10 years ago and 8 years ago, and yes, that sounds like a long time, because it is, but you know, it was like all consuming, especially towards the end. Like all I was thinking about was food, and I like hoarded a bunch of food to take with me to the competition, and I was just in a really dark place after the show, you know, because that's all I was thinking about, and it took me a long time to get back to a healthy relationship with food. So it's just really refreshing that I just feel like I'm in a really good headspace, which is really half the battle, especially when you cut to an extreme like I am, psychologically, your relationship with food. And so I am just really proud of where I am. I'm not even thinking about like the meal that I'm gonna have post show, and like the last prep I was like planning like about what I was gonna eat, and like just all, like I said, it was just all consuming, and it's exhausting. So I just feel really good, and I don't even know why. I don't know what's changed for me. The biggest thing with this prep compared to the last preps I've done is the last preps I just had macros, so I had the freedom to make whatever choices I wanted with food, where now it is refreshing to just, I think about food a lot less, because it's like I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat and how it fits in, because the decision is already made for me. Plus, I really enjoy my meal plan. It's not like your basic like chicken and broccoli and egg whites and, you know, those kind of things. There's a lot of variety to it. So I just don't feel like, yes, I'm restricted in some sense, but like I said, my palate has changed so much, but I feel really good. At 3 weeks out, my relationship with food is like really good. So I hope this continues on post show too, which I'm sure it will, because there's nothing that's going to change. It helps when you're like seeing progress every single week too, to want to stick to the plan and just to be like laser focused. Like my mindset is just a really good place. And I have done a lot of work on the mental health side of things. You know, I used to be on antidepressants and all sorts of medication, and I'm on nothing right now. And like I said, I just feel like I'm in a really good headspace, you know, not to mention I don't even get like hangry or anything. Like I'm not, like, again, the last preps I'm comparing to, which I feel like I am a different person than I was, you know, 8 years ago. So that probably helps too. I'm just very like, what's the word? Where you like I would just snap easily. It wasn't pleasant to be around, especially towards that end of the prep. But now I just feel happy. I am in such a good place. This is the reality of prep leg day. Multiple sclerosis is I am laying in bed now. I am just absolutely gassed. I'm so tired. It's been such a long day for me, even though it's only 6 o'clock. So this is probably what I'm gonna do for the rest of the evening. We'll barbecue burgers, and I'll have that. And then I'm gonna have a creamy with some Oreo creamy, I think, for my like last meal, to get my protein, carbs, and a little sweet treat. So that's my plan. But for now, we're just chilling. Probably go take an Epsom salt bath, because that will feel really nice on my body. But yeah, Saturday night on prep. What's the proper way to dress the burger?
Put the lettuce on top of the bun, and then put the meat on top of the lettuce, so that the burger doesn't make the bun soggy. And then you can stack the onion, tomato, and turkey bacon. And then you got crispy as you bite down.
Yum.
Yeah, and the bun is still a little bit crispy because you toasted it.
It's perfect. Okay, this meal is like a refeed meal done right. We have a beef burger with turkey bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, and then my homemade fries. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh my god. Can't wait to bite into that.